All right, you're watching Nathan's Weather Show number 665 for Saturday, April 1st, 2023. This year I am canceling my April Fool's video on the forecast because of what happened yesterday. Yesterday, let's just go here. I have so much videos and stuff from all my forecasting and chasing yesterday, but we got to start this at 12:47 a.m. yesterday. Had several really good lightning strikes, and these are not edited, by the way. Yeah, that was a good shot there. That was creepy. But yesterday, obviously you saw moderate risk of severe weather there. Special weather statement there. Some forecasting stuff. And then this happened at 11:30 in the morning. 2 high risks of severe weather. Double barrel. This has never happened before, actually. I believe it has happened one time in the past. Double barrel high risk. That was my mom sending me video from where I got more lightning strikes. So 2 high risks there with the 30% hatch tornadoes. This is the first time I've ever chased in a high risk. And trust me, I was scared.
Random.com. This would be expanded multiple times throughout the day until when the day 1 outlook was issued where
Alexa, stop. I don't know why that randomly just went off, but it was talking about severe stuff. So yeah, 30% wind, 45% hail, or 30% tornadoes, 45% wind, and 30% hail yesterday. And then just before noon, the Storm Prediction Center issued a PDS tornado watch for Peoria, which was the area I was targeting yesterday. It took me 2.5 hours to get down there. And these were just some pictures I started taking. We were in the town of Princeton, dark clouds already. Looking at this was a radar image. We were in the town of Canton with a tornado imminent on radar there. This purple was 3-inch diameter hail. We'll get to that in a second. Yeah, the rotation was there, and this was Little Rock, Arkansas yesterday. Supposed violent tornado went through the town. Look at that. Let's just speed through it. Power flash right there. It wasn't a small tornado, but we'll talk about more about that in a little bit. So yeah, you saw the wall cloud right there. That's a wall cloud mesocyclone there. I don't even know where low stand is. It's not even where I'm at. But look at this. See that? That's not snow on the ground, by the way. That is hail. Look at that haze, and look at that mesocyclone rotating. But look at this. This was terrible. You could see that car has its... There was like 6 or 7 cars that had its windshield smashed in. And a little bit after that, there was my 31st tornado right there. If you can't see it, it's like... Well, you can't see me circling, but it's like right in the middle of that screen. But look at this hail, and look at the haze. This is not snow. This is hail. But that hail damage I was talking about, let me find it here. These were cars I passed in Canton, Illinois yesterday. These were 2 of the cars we passed. Look at the hail damage. That was terrible. And it was a good decision. Okay, we're too far. This was a good decision to go from Peoria to Farmington and get behind the storm, because I wouldn't... If we got ahead of that, we would have been clobbered. But anyways, if we move on, there's the wall cloud there. We started getting into really hilly and tree-covered areas yesterday. This looked like it could have been a tornado. I could see the right edge over the highway. This is I-474. Okay. And this is when the storm started speeding out ahead of us. Look at this. There could have easily been a pretty significant tornado on the ground south of Washington yesterday at 3:15. As far as I know, none touched down. Actually, there might have been. Let me find that for you. I took so many pictures yesterday. It's so hard to find stuff. Oh, here. This was apparently in Eureka. Looks like a really old picture, though, so I don't know. That looks... Honestly, it does not look real. Yeah, but we were about to chase this. We were still on this storm. But then... As you can see here, that thing started to leave the favorable environment. And look at this. I don't want to zoom in too far. We saw this guy storm chasing, and this van was following behind him, and I decided, you know what, follow them. We're going to see where they go. And then we met up with them on the side of the road watching this storm roll away. As you can see, this is the storm we were watching. That's that van I was talking about there. We met up with them. I asked them if we could follow them storm chasing further because there was more storms coming up behind us. He's like, yeah, go for it. You're welcome to. And here I drew a map. So we were near the town of Eureka, and we were waiting for these storms near Beardstown to come and do damage. So these were supercells. Pretty much all of them were supercells. And by the time I reached the area, we were targeting Delavan in south of Peoria, between Peoria and Lincoln. By the time they got there, the storm started weakening and roped out, but then we targeted down near Lincoln. That storm had a confirmed tornado. All these storms actually had confirmed tornadoes. But the storm we were targeting near Lincoln, which is this one near Pittsfield, you can't see, it's off the screen. That thing weakened as well. And by the time we got down there, it was too late. But then all of a sudden, they started ramping back up. And we got close twice. One, a few miles north of Lincoln, I believe it was from this supercell here. We got entrained by RFD. I believe it was RFD. Because it was pouring with like driving straight line winds. So I don't know. And these were Mamadas clouds that we saw in the town of Goodfield, just east of Peoria yesterday, as we were waiting for these storms to get closer. That was a pretty good sight. And there's a supercell with an anvil top, like 40, 50 miles away. And I was gonna say that looked like leveled houses, but no, this is just another storm there. Let's see here. So this was the team and I looking at all the storm stuff. This was before it started pouring rain on us, and we had to bail and go north. Well, little did we know, bailing north was a bad idea, because just half an hour to the south in the town of Sherman, there was a pretty big tornado in the town of Sherman, just half an hour from where we were. Damage, they're saying, is pretty bad. They're saying damage was pretty bad there. I see it in videos. Trees were blocking roads all over the place. Trees were completely down. Houses were damaged or even destroyed, actually. But around the same time, this storm right here, the first one we were chasing, first one of the day that produced a tornado near Canton, had a tornado most likely in the west sides of Batavia, just 10 minutes from my house. I think I'm Reed Timmer now. We don't want to talk about that. Yeah, because Velocity, they did not tornado warn this. Velocity looked like it was going to put down a tornado in downtown Geneva, so. This was cool. This reminds me of Rochelle, definitely. This is Keota, Iowa, with twin tornadoes. I'm not sure who took the picture, but if I find it, I'll be sure to credit them. But this was a cool picture. We were headed back north. We were going 155 south into Lincoln, and then 55 back north to home. But this was a cool, as the Sherman storm was starting to produce even more tornadoes off to its east. But this was a cool shot. This is the video. This is from Brandon Payne. I believe it's Brandon Payne here. This is the Sherman stuff. It was pretty bad. If we continue on, cars in the ditch in McLean, Illinois, along I-55 yesterday from that wind, or straight line winds. This was at I-55 and 74 in Bloomington. This was the final storm we were targeting. It was a squall line, actually, that rolled through my area, producing 90-mile-an-hour winds. As you can see, we're not going to see, that was it there. We were on the tail end of it. This thing had a tornado near Amboy. Actually, it also had one near, Compton, Illinois, near Paw Paw. It was tornado warned, but it was a tornado there because the CC drop. This was just me showing my friends what was going to happen. This was the Boeing Echo with the 90-mile-an-hour winds behind it. And this was, I believe, exit 25 in Winona off of I-39. You can see my car sitting right there with this cloud coming in and it's driving rain hitting me. And I had a really hard time standing up straight, actually, because of the straight line winds. I had to anchor myself somehow. That was another picture of the Kyoto storm there. And after the Winona storm, we all decided to split off. There's the team there. I plan to chase with these guys in the future. I loved chasing with them. It was a very fun experience. Even though we didn't see any tornadoes, I still had a lot of fun. And actually, the third guy right there, his name is Jesse Walters. He's a storm chaser from Northern Illinois. He was the lead guy. He was the lead guy I was chasing with. And he gave me a business card. And as he was doing that, he's like, please don't give up doing this. I love your passion with this. You've got so much potential in you. So go to school for meteorology, become one of these storm chasers, and become the next Tom Skilling. So if I have a stamp of approval from him, that's a sign that I'm doing something right. Here's Palestine, Illinois. Tornado emergency was issued for this town last night. See this town of Sullivan? The sheriff there said almost the entire town was slabbed, meaning nothing is left. Here's O'Hare Airport. One of my mom's friends took this as they were at this airport, and yeah, they had a ground stop yesterday, which was pretty bad. Here's Kyoto again. Here's all the tornado warnings as of 10:04 yesterday. Here's all the severe thunderstorms from 10:05. And here are all 8 significant tornadoes from yesterday. This is Little Rock. I'm not sure if this one, this might be, I'm not sure, but we'll get more stuff later as I got to do the forecast. All right, hang on, I got to go in a second. So let's quickly do the forecast. Wind advisory till 1 o'clock. It definitely is much cooler than yesterday. 36, feels like 24. Humidity 83%, dew point 31. Winds out of the west at 21. Showers and wind possible today still. Showers possible Monday and Wednesday. Thunderstorms possible Tuesday. Showers till about 1 o'clock, and today's high should be about 43. So with that, that's Nathan's Weather Show number 665 for Saturday, April 1st, 2023. And with that, goodbye.